I don't know if, yeah, I know I know most women that I have met have either horrible cycles, menstrual cycles, lots of cramps, really heavy bleeding, all the stuff that comes along with, yeah, your monthly cycle. And yeah, so I've got 3 kids. My oldest, he'll be 18 next month, and between him and our second, who is 13, we miscarried 6 times. And the doctors, of course, they don't even do anything until after you have had 3 miscarriages, and they didn't really seem concerned about it. And it took a long time, and they never figured out what was wrong. It was actually my mom who figured out that I was low in progesterone. So I started progesterone, and like the first month after starting it, I got pregnant. This was actually with our third. With my second, they ended up putting me on heparin, and they did put me on progesterone, but it wasn't until like after I found out I was pregnant. And I just kept losing babies, and my body just was not making enough progesterone to hold on to it long enough for me to even find out I was pregnant. So I would actually have to start progesterone right after I ovulated to be able to hold on to a baby. But yeah, I like ever since I've had a cycle, since I was like 12 or whatever, and I'm 40 now, like I've always had horrible cramps to where like I could not stand up straight. My stomach was cramping so bad, I'd just be walking hunched over. It'd make me throw up, and like, yeah, just, it was horrible. And then like the bleeding, was super heavy, and like I'd be wearing like a super, the max size pad you can get, and I would bleed through those. Excuse me. I'd bleed through those, every hour. I could wear a tampon and a pad, and, period underwear, and I would still bleed through all of them in an hour, maybe 2. Super, super heavy periods. And it's like, even like standing the first like 2 to 3 days of my cycle, my veins in my legs hurt so bad. Like I could barely stand for, a few minutes at a time. There's so much pressure in my veins in my legs. And it always just feels like everything's just trying to fall out. So I don't know if any of you guys have experienced that, but what you need is progesterone. Like seriously. Most women are very low in it, and I could not believe the difference after starting it. Even I think it was the first month I noticed it was, even though it was a smaller difference the first month, I was like, wow, that wasn't as bad as normal. And then after, each month it started getting a little better and a little better, and after like 6 months, I seriously don't have cramps anymore. And the bleeding, man, it's so much lighter. It used to be 7 days, now it's like 5, and so much lighter. And like I didn't realize that you need progesterone every month. Not just when you're trying to get pregnant, if you're low in it, which most, at least Americans, are very low in progesterone. We're an estrogen dominant society. Everything basically has estrogen, and anytime you eat off of plastic or all these processed foods, it makes your body makes estrogen from it. So we're very estrogen dominant. There's also another supplement called Green. If you have like thyroid or adrenal issues, I have hypothyroid and adrenal fatigue, and Green has helped a ton also. But it kind of feeds your adrenals and your thyroid, which also help to produce more progesterone. But this is the brand that I use, BHRT ProPause 50. But whenever, I started, I used the 75. You want a higher dose at first to, help override the estrogen dominance. And I was taking, 1 pump twice a day of that for probably at least 8 or so months, maybe 10 months. And then I slowly weaned down to the 50. And then if you have any symptoms start coming back, then you go back up to the 75 for a couple more months and then start weaning down again. And this has been probably 3 or 4 years now. I've been on the 50, and I just do a pump in the morning and a pump at night, and you put it on any soft tissue. So like the insides of your arms, your chest, your belly, the insides of your thighs. You could do behind your knees, but you want to rotate it each time, put it on a different area. Otherwise it doesn't absorb as well. So, but I just wanted to put this out there for, hopefully to help a bunch of women with their cycles or, trying to get pregnant. I'll make another video on the pregnancy thing. So I will see you guys later. Bye.